Going back to many, many years ago, when did you decide that you really wanted to try this acting thing? It was early on, wasn't it?
I didn't decide until after I had done a movie. My whole family did it, and so it was the family business, and I just always wanted to carve my own path. I'm the youngest of 5 kids, and I was so influenced by my family in every other way that I thought, well, I gotta create my own identity somehow. But when it's around you so heavily, it's all I knew. It's all I grew up around. It's all I grew up practicing because I was in their acting classes just because they didn't have a babysitter. So I did my first movie at 16, and I thought, let me finish high school, let me defer college for a year, and I'll just try this acting thing. And then I signed on to a TV show. I was told TV shows never get picked up. Like,
what was the TV show called, Blake?
It was called Gossip Girl. And I was told, you're lucky if you even make a pilot.
Never heard of it.
And so I thought, it was a 6-year contract. How am I going to go to high school? I mean, how am I going to go to college if I sign something for 6 years? And they said, you'd be so lucky if you get 1 episode. 6 years later, I got the bug, I guess.
It all worked out.
It sure did.
But before that, there was Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Yes, that was when I was 16. That was my first job.
Yeah.
And I loved it, and I had the best experience, but I still thought, I still wasn't convinced that that's what I wanted to do for a living because I had it in my head for so long that I wanted to go to school, I wanted to get a great education, and then figure it out. So when I figured it out before that, it threw off my whole blueprint.
Well, you did this. So Sisterhood actually was a bit, it was a major movie. It turned out to be a big hit. But you were also, when that happened, you were also still like in high school being a cheerleader. You were sort of living these two lives.
I was a cheerleader. I was high school president. I was in a show choir. We won national. Glee is based on my show choir at my school.
Is that right?
Yep. So I was like Tracy Flick. It was like really
like which really one were you?
Which one was I? I was Tracy Flick from Election in high school.
I see. I was asking which one from Glee, but you were Tracy Flick. You've never seen Glee?
No, I think it would. I love show choir so much that it would hurt me to watch that because I'm so upset by the fact that adults cannot be in high school show choir.
We could start it.
We need it. It's the best thing I've ever done in my life. I mean, I guess musical theater, being on Broadway would be the equivalent, but I'm not talented at singing or dancing, so that really kind of throws it off. But with choir, what's great is there's 43 other people that are talented at singing and dancing.
You can hide in the background.
Yeah, I would sing really loud because I just love to sing, but they would put me in the front row sometimes because I was smiling so much because I was so happy to be there because I couldn't believe that I was allowed to be in a choir and sing. But they would say to me, hey, sometimes when you're in the front and you shimmy in front of the mic, we can hear you. So just can you lip sync whenever you're pirouetting in front of the mic so we don't pick up your voice. So that was always that always felt really good.
Is there any chance that we'll see? You did the sequel to Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Is there any chance there might be a third?
There is a strong chance there might be a third. I mean, the 4 of us are still best friends. To be able to create something together again is something that's always been a dream of ours, but it would have to be something that really made sense. If you wait this long to do a third movie, it needs to honor the story and the legacy. And what's neat about it is that I was 16 when I did the first film, and I played a 16-year-old, and now I'm 28, and I'd be playing a 28-year-old, or whatever age we end up making the movie if we did it.
But doesn't that make it so much more interesting?
That's what I'm saying. You deal with different things. So we wouldn't be making a movie for 16-year-olds again. We'd be making a movie trusting that our audience grew up with us, and I think that'd be a really interesting thing to explore.